Hey guys, wagwan with everybody. I'm so happy to welcome you guys back to my channel. I hope everyone's been staying safe. If you're new, welcome. Today I'll be showing you guys a more well-known recipe. We'll be making some Jamaican oxtails. Now I know there are like 1,000,001 different ways to make it, but I'll be showing you guys my recipe, so y'all don't come for me. Okay, now these are all our ingredients. So to the left are all the seasonings I used on my oxtails. I used a tablespoon of oxtail seasoning, onion and garlic powder, some all-purpose, a little salt and pepper, some ginger powder and some allspice, and a little bit of browning. You could substitute browning for gravy master, or you could make it from scratch with some brown sugar. And this is just to give your oxtail some color. No white meat around here. So now we're gonna get our pot nice and hot, and we're gonna add some cooking oil to that and let it heat up a little bit. And now we're gonna sort of sear our oxtails on both sides. This is gonna brown it some more, and it's also gonna trap the flavor, and that's what we want to do. And guys, you don't need to use a lot of oil because we are not deep frying the oxtails. We're just letting them sit for around 1.5 minutes on both sides, and also the oxtails will produce its own oils, as you will see. And guys, when you're cleaning your oxtails, try to remove as much of the white parts as you can. Those are really the excess fat that's just very oily, and that's not so good. Don't try to do all the pieces at once. If you have to do 2 batches, that's fine. We don't want to overcrowd the pot because we want to make sure that each piece gets enough color. But just look at how charred and beautiful this is. I love it. Now we're going to start the real process. I'm going to go in with around 4 cups of hot water, and I put the water into the same container I seasoned my meat in just to get the leftover seasoning and flavors. Now I'm going in with 2 cubes of chicken bouillon. This step is completely optional. I normally use beef bouillon, but I was completely out. I'm also adding some of my herbs and spices now. I'm going in with 3 stalks of thyme, some freshly chopped ginger, 3 cloves of garlic, a little piece of Scotch bonnet pepper. You really don't need a lot, especially if you don't like your food too spicy, and some allspice, or pimento seed as we call it in Jamaica, and just give it a good little stir. And we're gonna bring it to a boil and allow this to cook for an hour. So let's go ahead and get our vegetables ready. In the meantime, I'm cutting up a medium-sized potato, not too small. I have a large carrot that I'm going to go ahead and dice. I also have a large onion. I have some bell peppers, half of a green and yellow. I'm also using half of a large tomato and 2 stalks of scallion. I will also add a list of all the ingredients in the description box below, just in case I missed anything. Okay, so this is how our oxtails are looking after about an hour or so. As you can see, most of the water has reduced. It's not quite as soft as I need it to be as yet, so I'm going to go in with around 2 more cups of hot water, and I'm just going to let it cook for an additional 30 minutes, and we'll come back and check to see what's going on. Okay guys, so this is how it's looking after that additional 30 minutes. It's still not fully cooked as yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and add my carrots and potatoes, since those are the harder vegetables. And I'm also gonna add my scallions, and we're just gonna cover this and allow it to cook some more for like an additional 20 minutes or so. Alright guys, it's about that time. As you can see, the water has drastically reduced and our sauce has gotten a little thicker thanks to the potatoes. So we're going to go ahead and add the remaining of our vegetables, and we're just going to let it cook for an additional 10-15 minutes, and then we're going to come back and do a taste test. Just look at how beautiful and delicious this is looking right now. Like, the meat is so soft and tender, it's literally falling off the bone. Just look at that. When I say falling off the bone, that's what I mean. Now we've lost most of the flavors due to the amount of water we've been adding to cook this oxtail. This is a very long cooking process, but it's definitely worth it. So I'm just going in with a teaspoon of garlic powder and 2 teaspoons of Adobo All Purpose, just to adjust the flavor a little bit. And then we're gonna come back and work on our gravy. Now we're gonna get this gravy right. I'm going in with 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and 2 tablespoons of ketchup. You want to give that a nice mix just to make sure that all the oxtails are covered in the sauce. And then we're gonna come back and add the final ingredient to our oxtail to finish it off. Now I'm adding my butter beans to my oxtails, and this is like the cherry on the top for me. Like, if my oxtails doesn't have any butter beans, I literally don't want it. And as you can see, I added some of the water from the can. I think that just gives it some more flavor. You don't have to do that, but just look at how yummy this is looking. Like, it's looking all thick and delicious. So in total, my oxtail was cooking for around 2 hours and 30 minutes. I really could have used a pressure cooker, but I think it makes it more oily. So this is what it's looking like. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope yours came out as good as mine did. And please feel free to leave a comment as to what you'd like to see next. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Tell a friend to come cook and have fun with us. Until next time.